Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome to Port Canaveral. We've got a bit of a severe weather sail away or a severe weather day here. Not the most ideal conditions today, but we've got ourselves 4 ships in port today. We've got the Mardi Gras we're looking at here at Cruise Terminal number 3. Oasis of the Seas making a little visit from New York at Cruise Terminal number 1. And then we have the Disney Treasure down at Cruise Terminal number 8. And Carnival Vista at Terminal number 6. Hope everybody is ready for an awesome sail away today, though. Hopefully the weather holds up. We had a little bit of rain just a minute ago, but it cleared up just in time. But thank you all for tuning in today.
Belty's gonna be live tonight again, 8:30.
Cool.
For Cruise Simulator again.
Very cool.
He did a roll. I got a roll class now, but my parents gave me $50 today so I could fly after from it after the gate pass, obviously.
Cool.
And
Caleb, Tim, Grant, what's going on, everybody? Good to see you guys today.
What if Dante actually hops in right now and gives you money?
Welcome in, everybody. Teresa, hello. Welcome in. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday afternoon so far. And yeah, it looks like Vista is our first ship sailing away today. Sailing away this afternoon. First one out is the Carnival Vista. And we're starting to get a little bit of a drizzle here. So we may need to, we're going to stream the whole thing today or everything we possibly can today. But the weather is supposed to start deteriorating over a while. Oh my gosh, Jetty to Jet, what's going on? Thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Thank you. You're live tonight later yourself. Hope to see you there. Welcome back, Oasis of the Seas. Absolutely. Good to see you. Thank you so much, buddy. But first ship sailing out today, the Vista. Starting to get a little bit more sprinkling today. Now the love bugs are dying on my car. That's nice. But yeah, so we will, if it starts getting any heavier, we're gonna kind of pack up shop here and move inside the car and stream from there. But as of right now, we're gonna stay here and brave the elements. Little blue, first time being here. Awesome, welcome. I hope you have a good time here and welcome to the channel. I appreciate you being here.
But Little Blue.
What?
I have him added on Roblox.
Cool.
I told you that yesterday.
Very cool. Yeah, the love bugs are horrible. I cleaned my windshield on the way here, and it's covered in them. My entire car is just trashed, and I just cleaned it. Treasure Your Destiny, what's going on? The love bugs? Ugh, I'm sure. Yeah, there's a couple of them.
They're dying because of the rain.
Probably a good thing. But hope everybody's having a fantastic Saturday afternoon so far. Again, we've got the Carnival Vista underway here, our first ship of the afternoon. Carnival Mardi Gras is at 3:30 this afternoon, so she should be getting ready to go here very soon. And the Disney Treasure at 4:45 and Oasis of the Seas at 6. Tina, hello. Yes, I will be doing my best to stay dry. I've got my rain jacket on at the moment, and we've got an umbrella just in case as well. So fingers crossed we don't need them too much.
Mardi Gras should be going as soon as Vista passes her.
Cool. Andre, what's going on? Good to see you. Yes, have a great Saturday so far. Okay, I think we're okay. I'm kind of like holding the trunk shut or like halfway shut. That way it doesn't rain into the trunk onto the computer. So our technology is going to be the toughest part today with keeping it dry. see. What kind of industry news do we get this week that we can kind of discuss here this afternoon? What's everybody's thoughts on... Oh,
Brandon,
what's up?
can I say something to Dante?
Not right now. Yeah, we got the Tropical, Carnival's newest, next XL class ship, or I guess not the next one, but the final XL class ship is going to be headed to Galveston, which is really exciting. And we've got the Festival coming here really soon. She is quite far away, or quite
She's up.
far along the way. She's only about a year out before her maiden voyage, which is amazing. So not too much longer.
In July, somebody said that the first Ace-class ship will be get her first steel cuts.
Yes, steel cutting for Project Ace, ship number 1, will be taking place this summer as well. So in about 2 to 3 months, we're getting a first official start on construction of the next generation of the Carnival Cruise Line ships and the Carnival Cruise Line fleet with Project Ace. These ships are just a smidge larger than the Oasis of the Seas, so these are going to be some big boys. Yes, Vista is already on the move. She is headed out just a little bit early. Probably for the weather, but glad to see it that she's coming out early. Gets a good quick start to the stream today for sure. I wonder if they're going to name drop Project Ace and even give us an actual render of them in July when they cut the steel, or if they're going to kind of gatekeep and not really say much for a while. That's what I'm curious about. Gosh, these love bugs are so bad. They're worse than mosquitoes. Be on the maiden voyage. Oh, that's awesome. They're gonna show it from what? Ooh, excited. I'm not surprised. They showed off. I feel like they showed off Mardi Gras around the time where they started construction on it as well. So that'd be cool.
Vista's headed to St. Thomas.
Vista's going to St. Thomas. Awesome.
That Amber Cove, Great Turk, and back.
Can't wait to see like actual like fully done renders of Project Ace. I've kind of seen some off the record and it looks pretty cool. It looks awesome. But I'm excited to see some that actually have like things on it and like a final render of it. You think they'll go with an original name for Ace 1 or do something like Destiny or Fantasy? Perhaps. Not a fan of it? Yes, Vista will be coming right in front of us. She's going to spin down in this basin where she's in right now. She'll be spinning momentarily. Then she's going to pretty much come all the way up. We've got the Mardi Gras right here, but she's going to pass right by the Mardi Gras here and then right in front of us. What's up?
Mardi Gras going to Roatan, Cozumel, Celebration Key, and back.
Cool. So Western Caribbean for Mardi Gras this week. Project New Era is the big one to be excited about. A true underdog in comparison. Ooh, I love that. Honestly, Norwegian, I feel like these remaining Prima class ships are definitely the underdogs right now. Oh, I can't put into words how good Luna was, but I'm very much excited for Aura and the final 6th one as well. But then these New Era ships from Norwegian are going to be really, really cool.
Brandon, Treasure's Western today.
Treasure's Western today?
She's going to Cosmo, Georgetown, Falmouth, Castaway, and back.
Very nice. Alrighty. The real question is, where is Vista going to spin? Is she going to spin right there, or is she going to back up a little bit further? As you guys are all joining in, I hope you guys are enjoying. Let me know you guys are enjoying today's stream by hitting that like button down below. And definitely subscribe if you're tuning in for the very first time. We do this every single weekend here in Port Canaveral and other Florida cruise ports. So definitely subscribe to not miss out on any future Sail Away live streams that we do here on the channel. We've also got first looks at Norwegian Luna. Those videos are coming out over the next couple weeks, and MSC Seaside vlogs are coming up soon too. There's a lot of really cool content here for you guys. Back, put it in reverse, Terry. Wow, that's crazy. Just 3/4 done. That's wild. Touched this on already, but do I like being in? You had one on Luna. It was nice and big for 3 people. I really like the inside cabins. I think I mean, I prefer balconies, but for the budget, especially you know, as somebody that cruises, you know, 5, 6, sometimes 7 times a year, I definitely will go with the inside cabins more frequently just because it's more of the budget option, and then I can usually do 1 or 2 cruises per year that I splurge and do the balconies on. Like, and if in 2 weeks we've got the Seaside, we've got a balcony on that one, but like just recently we did the Luna, and we had an inside on that one. So it kind of depends on what I'm looking for, but overall, I like them. They're not my first choice, but at the same time, because I cruise so much and I kind of prefer the budget option sometimes, and that's all I'm looking for is just a budget option to go on a certain ship, and that's when I'll usually pick the inside cabins. Let's see. Coworkers on the Vista from Alabama. Awesome. Jeff, what's going on? Good to see you. Discovery class capacity info released. Carnival, or I'm sorry, the Royal Caribbean SEC 10Q filings, 4,300 berths. So as a reference, so everybody that's interested in the highly anticipated and very mysterious Discovery class from Royal Caribbean, 4,300 berths, so it's about 4,300 passengers. That's the lower capacity number. So in comparison, if you want to compare it to a different ship as far as the capacity numbers, the Odyssey of the Seas is 4,100, and that's 168,000 tons. So 200 passengers more. The max capacity is obviously going to be a little bit higher than that, but the lower berths are about 200 more than Odyssey at 168,000 tons. So honestly, I'm thinking we're going to see something 170 to 180,000 tons. I know a lot of people were thinking it's going to be smaller, and I guess it is smaller to an extent. I mean, you can't get 180 is still smaller than 250, but I think we're going to be looking probably around the 180,000 ton mark. So comparable in size to the Mardi Gras with these Discovery class ships, from what it seems like, at least to this point with the information we know. So pretty cool though. Yes, comparable. Max will probably be closer to 5,600, so we'll be looking at numbers comparable in, I guess, size-wise. Those are comparable to the Meraviglia Plus ships and the XL class. We'll be there for the ships. Where at? Pulling the icon with this Discovery class. Yeah, I know. I think people just aren't really ready to see how big these really are, because I think a lot of people thought they were going to be a lot smaller. Also, Mardi Gras, dropping lines. So we'll zoom out just a bit.
Wait a minute.
What's up?
A lot of people think you're chasing Jessica.
Yeah, it happens. I'm going to take my rain jacket off here. Go. Okay, now we're good to go. All right, rain jacket is off. It's a little bit cooler now. Nice to see the Vista with the blacked out bridge. Yes, it looks really good. I agree. Just say Discovery class has caused a lot of heated debate already on cruise critic forums. People got their expectations too, I don't know, too high. They didn't have their expectations really in check. All that Royal Caribbean really said is that they're going to replace the itineraries for the smaller ships. They didn't say they were going to replace them size for size or one for one there with capacity and tonnage. They didn't say that. They said they were going to replace them on those itineraries. That's all they said. And I think that's where people were like, oh my gosh, it's going to be tiny. It's going to be a small ship. Nope. I think it started as a small ship. It got way bigger as it kind of began development, though. Oscar, what's good? What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Rainbow.
What's up?
When you saw Carnival Election Cruise Simulator, do you freak out?
Elation?
Yeah, the Carnival Election that we saw Cruise Simulator with Dante stream. Do you freak out on that one? That was
I think so.
because it's only Mod Plus, so.
Champion of the Seas, the name for Icon 5. Yeah, that I don't know where that came from, but that's not a good name. Not a fan. I don't know how that leaked out so early though. But yes, that's what I've heard. Horrible name, in my opinion, at least. We shall see how that goes. Baby stranded in port today. American Pioneer. Isn't that here today? Isn't there something here different?
Yeah. It's a little ship. It's one of the American ships. It's called
Where's that at?
Terminal 10.
Is it a 10? I did not notice that.
It's American.
Did not notice that. Anybody know what time that leaves? To appear the younger. Those ships, I can't believe there's going to be 7 icons. I'm not surprised because that's what they had ordered, or I guess that's what they had options for, and I'm, as successful as those ships are, I mean, it only made sense to order them, but it's just crazy that there's going to be so many. I think we heard horns from something. I'm assuming it's going to be Vista. She's probably just straightening up. She's probably saying, hey, I'm heading forward. Three icons in Nassau. That would be insane. This world class has good names so far. So far. World Antarctica. Is there a name for icon? It's a little bit higher up in the chat there for you, Caleb. But yeah, that name supposedly leaked out the other day for icon 5. We'll see if that ends up being accurate at all. It could always change over time. Fingers crossed. But it seems like, at least as of right now, that's the rumored name, is that one that was mentioned earlier in the chat. When Justin come visit MIA on May 30th, that's the day you say the way, I will see what I can do, possibly. I'll be down in Miami already in 2 weeks just for a cruise, but I'll see if I can get back down there, for sure. I'm not able to make any promises, but I will definitely see what I can do. Recycling names for Royal. Yeah, I guess they've already done it with Legend. Who knows? I think 7 was the last icon that they had an option for. I don't believe there's an option for 8, but I do know that there's likely going to be a successor that probably comes not too far after icon 7. I think Justin's probably more likely to be there that day, but I will see what I can do at least. But I think Justin might be more likely to show up that day. Jetty, yeah, sure. Glory of the seas. Any more job calls? No job calls yesterday, but I do have that interview on Monday, which is exciting.
What day will Justin be here?
I don't know.
What day did you say?
I don't know when he's coming back up here.
Maybe the Oasis comes back.
Possibly.
It could be a 50% chance that he may.
Yeah, it's storming pretty bad in Orlando. I've been seeing those clouds back there are just really intimidating and they're really bad. But yeah, hopefully they stay out there, but I think they are eventually going to come this way. Empress and Majesty of the Seas have been re-registered. Interesting. I feel like Empress would be cool for Oasis 7. That would kind of be a cool reused name. 55 in South Carolina. That's crazy. That's kind of chilly. All these huge ships coming in, they all sail from the same tired ports. Where are you going from Miami? We are going on the MSC Seaside from Miami. Yeah, I think a lot of these places, these ships are getting so big though. I mean, it's hard to fit them in some of these smaller ports. And I think which is the nice part about some of the smaller ships like Prima is that they can go into certain areas that others can't. I don't know. They're a little too far down for me to flag them down, but if I speak with them later, I'll let them know to come. Where's the Port Canaveral terminal being built? So down by Terminal 10, where the MSC ships typically will dock, adjacent to there is a yellow building. It's a boat marina. That's where the new terminal is going to go, is where that boat marina currently is. So it's going to be a little bit of time before they finish that up. I think it's 2028, maybe 29, that they're going to be finishing that, which is, way too late in my opinion, but they're actually in front of me. They're about maybe 50 to 100 feet down from me here. Chicken of the Seas didn't pull well. I like that. I like that name. I would have voted for that. Chicken Nugget of the Seas. I would have voted for Chicken Nugget. .46 in Toronto. Jeez. With snow. It's May. That's crazy. Some of these countries, St. Lucia, Barbados, don't even have funds to upgrade the port. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part too. Is some of these ports that get the smaller ships or can't really fit the big ones, can't even fit can't even fit the budget to accommodate larger ones or try to make renovations for it. Besides, what Carnival ship class have the big chicken? So it's the XL class ships, and then I believe the Carnival Radians has big chicken as well. Those are the only 4 ships to my knowledge, and then of course Festival, Tropical, and then Project Ace should have it as well. You stay in Miami the night before, the hotels. So I'm not staying in a hotel the night before. What I'm doing is I'm actually taking the Brightline train from Orlando down to Miami the day of, or the morning of the cruise, which isn't, of course, nearly as risky as taking a flight that morning. Shout out Spirit Airlines. But yeah, so we're just going to take the train down the day of. But there are a lot of hotels down in that area. I think we used to always stay in the Marriott by the airport whenever I would fly in. Will the Conquest class have big chicken? They do not, and I haven't heard of any plans to bring it over to that class, but it's always possible, but I haven't heard any plans. That was weird. Spirit mentioned. Shout out Spirit Airlines. She gone. That's crazy. Just like overnight, they're done. I wonder what airline's gonna get all the fist fights now. Maybe they'll take it over to JetBlue. Spirit Airlines went out of business. Ryanair. Freeport has less than a day sail from Miami Canaveral. Oh yeah, that's right. MSC is doing like a huge renovation to the facilities in Freeport. The cruise line is doing that, not the local government, which is even crazier. Yeah. So if any of you have a flight on Spirit Airlines for your next cruise, you may need to double check with your travel agent because Spirit Airlines is no more as of this morning. MSC has deep pockets, yes. Deep, deep, deep. You know, Carnival Magic's, that's 4 weeks. Awesome, that's cool. Magic's a great ship. She's been doing the safety briefing like for like the last 30 minutes or so. She kind of like did a couple blasts with the little siren, and then a couple more happened, and then she just did one long one. So I'm like, what's going on here? Missing the rust bucket. Oh, here you go. Sorry. They're missing the rust bucket. No, Mardi Gras will be going to the shorter sailings. I believe it is early next year, or around the same time, so about next summer. It'll line up with the arrival of Festival, but she'll be moving to 4 and 5s next summer, to my knowledge. I don't think she's going to be going any sooner, but it should be around that time. 85 in Vegas. The chicken on the ship's so good. The store's here. Oh, nice. Yeah, I like Shaq's Big Chicken was really good when I sailed on Mardi Gras. It was fantastic. Honestly, I would look into going on one of the 4 and 5 sailings on Mardi Gras for the right price if they would fix the loyalty benefits. But that's just my opinion. She's moving to short cruises. It seems to be the popular trend right now is putting the larger and newer ships on short cruises. They seem to be, the trend in the industry is that less PTO and less vacation days you have to take at work, the more cruises you can do. And that's exactly why Utopia of the Seas is one of the highest cruised ships, and she's one of the most popular ships at the moment, is because she's a brand new ship and people can just hop on it for a weekend and only take 1 PTO day, at least, you know, if you're a local to Florida. But that seems to be the trend, and that's why Mardi Gras is moving over to that. At least it's giving a newer option and a larger option on a shorter sailing. It's kind of the thought process behind that. More money, exactly. You can do more turnover for the ships, more revenue. Even if you're charging less for the shorter sailings, it's still going to be more revenue in the long run. Tropical will be homeported in Galveston, Texas. She'll be paired up with the Jubilee. If I had to guess, they haven't made any official announcements, but if I had to guess, they're probably going to do the same thing as what they're doing with Mardi Gras and Festival here is that Tropical would probably do 6 and 8 night cruises and then 4 and 5 night cruises for Jubilee. Not confirmed, but that would be my best guess. Those out of state have to take 2 PTO days for 3 days. Yeah, exactly. So it definitely caters a little bit more in favor of those who live here near the ports, whether you are near Galveston, like in the Houston area, or if you're in Florida. Or I guess New York, you can't really do a 3 night cruise, and then Galveston, it's really just 4s and 5s are the shortest you can really get out of there. There's the Vista. These love bugs are so bad. Next year, Port Canaveral, we are getting Aqua Festival in World Atlantic. Next year is going to be awesome here in Port Canaveral. Amazing. And Disney Believe. Yes, you are absolutely right. Next year is going to be an amazing year here in Port Canaveral. So very much looking forward to all of that. Mowing yesterday and got swarmed by them. Ooh. Yeah, they're swarming all over the place. They're like inside my car now at this point. I can't even get them out. Yeah, the bridge looks good, painted all black. Attracted to white cars. Yeah, they're attracted to literally anything. They're like, there's literally about 10 of them just crawling down the side of my car right now. Hero of the Seas will be going to Miami. We'll be keeping Star here as far as new Royal Caribbean ships. We'll be keeping Star here. Nice. Love it. Love a good horn battle. You couldn't really hear Mardi Gras all that well because she was facing in the other direction, but nonetheless, pretty awesome. Yeah, hopefully the weather motive, yeah, like a little push, like, hey, you should leave earlier if you want to. Really go ahead and book a cruise on. Honestly, Vista is a fantastic ship. Yes, that's me, yes. Thank you for watching. Two weeks till an 8-day cruise on Vista. Awesome. Hope you have a great time. Have a great cruise. Vista's a great ship. I sailed on her back when she was new in 2016. Fantastic ship. If you guys are looking for a good deal on your next cruise, use the link in the description. Go to cruisesit.com and book a cruise with my friends over there at Cruisesit. They're going to get you a fantastic deal on your next cruise, and it also supports the channel as well. So definitely check them out if you're looking for a good deal on your next cruise. 1 day till Virtuoso. You want to get me a ship model, buddy? You know the love bugs are bad when you can actually see them in the videos. Two weeks to your first Royal Caribbean cruise on Star. Awesome. Unfortunately, I won't be here for that sail away to stream it. I will be on a cruise myself. I'll be on board the MSCC side that day. But I hope you have a fantastic time. Mm-hmm. She's actually really close today. That's kind of crazy. They are not small birds. They are bugs. Miami F1 Experience, MSC Yacht Club, private. Oh, my sister's actually at the race today, or she was at the race yesterday at least. It looks pretty sweet though. Yeah, MSC's got like a huge thing going on in Miami with the F1 race. Pretty cool. Six NCL cruises, so the switch from NCL will be Royal. I love NCL. I just recently started cruising with NCL a little bit more frequently. I love NCL. They're very underrated. But yeah, I just sailed on the Luna a couple weeks ago. Amazing, amazing ship. Yeah. I think every cruise line has their pluses and minuses about them. I think Norwegian is very well rounded. I think Royal would be fantastic. Their prices are just insane. The Icon ships are worth the price tag, but it is a hefty price tag still, regardless. Aqua last May, one of your favorites. And oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I want to go on Aqua so bad now that I've sailed Luna. Oh, Mardi Gras is pushing off the dock. Pushing off the dock. I still think Carnival's a good value. They just don't like that they've changed all their loyalty programs. I think they could have done better with revamping it. Aqua in October, I'm still looking at it. If I can fix my employment status at the moment, maybe. Ooh, I cannot wait to go on Getaway. Is Disney moving? No, Disney will be moving around 4:45 this afternoon. So about a 45-minute wait until we have Disney Treasure moving. Hope MSC starts adding included places like they do on Seashore Crossing. I hope so too.
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. When do I get off my next cruise? So I sail the 15th to the 18th of May, so just about 2 weeks, but I'll be off on the 18th. All right. Mardi Gras is just starting to push off the dock and head down into the turning basin. If you'd like, I can go ahead and spin, or if we want to keep looking at the Vista here for a bit, we can keep zoomed in on her. Looks worried. Spin to Mardi Gras? Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and see her pushing off the dock here. Two cruises before that, though. Going on Seashore beginning of June, then 2 weeks later on Jewel the Sea. Oh, cool. Jewel the Seas for 4 days. That's awesome. I was looking at Jewel, actually, the other day. I'd like to try out that class. I've never been on anything older than Mariner, actually, surprisingly, from Royal. Getaway is nice. Did a 3-day on it in January, if I'm not mistaken. Was one of the first to dock at Grace. Oh, that's cool, actually. Yeah, they did start up in around January. That's cool. I've sailed on Getaway twice so far, and it's a fantastic ship. I've done 2 7-night cruises on it out of Miami. It's been a long time. Last time on it was 2017, but I have another cruise booked on her as of right now for January, but I might try to see if I can squeeze something in last second on that ship here relatively soon. Jaco, what's going on? What's going on? Need to zoom in on Victory, quite honestly. Casino offer, nice. That's cool. We gotta love those casino offers. Queen Anne on 4th of June. Ooh, that's cool. That's a cool one to do. It's so cool seeing Oasis here today, honestly. It's great to have her. I'm kind of glad it's leaving late and I didn't have to come in here around like noon today, to be honest, because I didn't want to sit outside in the sun all day long. It is a hot one. Despite the weather, it is still very, very hot. There's somebody singing karaoke over there and they're singing Pink Pony Club. That's my jam. You're right. Yep. Yeah, they must have changed that last minute because like when I had left yesterday, it was still showing that she was going to come in around 1 o'clock. But when I got home, it had updated and I was like, oh, okay. So cool stuff. Yeah, I'd prefer it like this, honestly. That's like, that was the one part about like, the past couple of years where they've had the Oasis-class ships come in. The last couple of years, I guess 2 years or so, has been Symphony. But, with it coming in at 1 o'clock in the afternoon or sometimes 11 in the morning, you're just sitting out here baking in the sun just all day long. As much fun as it is to catch a ship, it is just hot to sit out here all day. Yes, home porting in New Jersey. She just got up there last week. I guess this is her first, technically her first sailing for the season from New York is this one that she's on right now. But my parents were actually on her for the final Fort Lauderdale sailing last week, which is kind of cool. Go see tonight on the street. I will try to be there. I will try to be there, buddy. It is, yes, it is 4 p.m. right now. Oh boy.
Hi, this is you?
That guy is just a little bit further down.
Oh.
But yeah, there's.
Which one is yours?
My name is Brandon. Brandon Barker, and it should pull up.
Barker?
Yes, like a dog.
Oh, this
Yes,
one?
yeah, that.
Okay, now
Cool.
I'm following you.
Thank you. All right, let's see. Love the boat when you were on Mardi. Oh, I know the boat was so much fun. Yes, I will stay for Oasis as long as the weather cooperates. It looks like the worst of the storm might be coming in around 5 to 5:30, which is not good. But I will stay as long as the weather is at least tolerable when it comes to safety. Special place in your heart when she was your first after the events of 2020. Oh, that's cool. My first after COVID was Mariner on a 3-night. That was probably one of the better cruises I've been on in a long time too. It's crazy to think that that was 6 years ago now too. Mariner, September of 2021. Crazy times, crazy times. Oh, the aqua coaster on Luna was so cool. You're doing about 30 to, I think they advertise 30 to 35 miles an hour by the time you hit the top of the launch pad or the little launch thing. Insane. You were going so fast when you get to the top, and then like once you do get there, like you get launched into like the first little turn, and then it's just like a casual like woo, just kind of all the way back through the rest of it. But it was really, really cool. Yes, Mariner was with Justin. That was when Justin and I were doing a bunch of cruises together. Now he's married and he's not allowed. Here's the Mardi Gras. Yes, I'll be here for Disney. I'll be here for everything today. As long as the weather permits and it's not unsafe at any point in time, then I will be here for all the remaining sailaways. Can't wait to see Sensation Point. Oh my god, it looks so cool. That looks like it's going to be really cool. I kind of want to go on Festival. Well, I guess it's not a PTO issue anymore. It's just, we'll see what that time kind of holds for us. But it's very close to the inaugural for Aura, and that's kind of the concern there. But as of right now, I have other concerns and priorities at the moment, but Aura definitely is going to be the preferable ship. What's that? Curved roof building way down in the channel. Oh yeah, like it's kind of like an oval shape. That one's the NCL terminal. They call that the Pearl of Miami. Royals Terminal, Terminal A, is the crown of Miami, and then Norwegian's is the Pearl of Miami. No, they won't be. So that's the reason why they're doing 6 and 8s on Festival, is to prevent Mardi Gras and Festival from lining up together. But it'll be really cool because that means every weekend we'll see both, just about every weekend, or I think every other weekend we'll get to see both. There's the weekends that Mardi Gras is here on Saturdays, we're going to see Festival the following day on Sunday, and then the off weekends where Festival is here on Saturday, Mardi Gras will be here like on a Monday or a Thursday. But they specifically do that so they can both use Terminal 3, just because it's better designed and equipped for Mardi Gras and the XL ships. Unlike, they could use Terminal 6 technically, like they do right now, but just because it's a little bit better equipped here at Terminal 3, they're going to do that instead. Way out there in the frame, they're important. Oh, the tiny little dome-looking thing back there, like off the back of Mardi Gras. That's the NCL terminal, Terminal 10, if that's what you're referring to. Yeah, you would kind of think she was going on 7s, but that wasn't the case. Okay, so what happened to that American Pioneer ship that you guys said was at Terminal 10? I don't see anything over there unless it's just that small. Let me zoom in real quick. Is the thing just that small? Oh my god, the thing is just that small. That's crazy. Getting your Luminosa ship model. I have a friend that you met on Explorers. She's there now. Oh, that's so cool. A Luminosa model would be really cool to have. It's not the most exciting ship in the world, but it's a wonky one, and that's what makes it cool. Tiny River. Oh, that's right. That makes a little bit more sense. I was like, where the heck is it? But yes, you're right. It's a river ship. Forgot about that. I guess I just expected it to be slightly larger. Old Visitor Center. Not collecting when you sailed on her. Ooh, okay. I hate when that happens. There was my imagination model that I have, Carnival Imagination. I bought off of eBay because I wasn't at the time, or at least at the time I was only doing if I had the one of the same class. So I had Sensation already, so I didn't want to get Imagination. But now looking back, I'm like, oh, I should have got Imagination. The bridge on the XL ships is very high up. Yeah. Actually, if you ever notice, pretty much everything leading up to Panorama, I think Panorama is the last one, so everything leading up to the XL class ships, the bridge is always on deck number, I think it's always on deck number 8. Every single one, to my knowledge. Unless maybe the Vista class, it's up one to deck 9, but I'm pretty sure it's on deck. The bridge is always on deck number 8. I hope we get some Disney horns today. That would be fantastic. We got a bunch from Wish yesterday. They did go through most. If it wasn't all of them, it was definitely most of them for sure. They did a bunch. It probably was all of them. I don't remember which ones exactly they did, but I think you're right. I think, what did we count? 7? Did we count 7 horns, 8 horns yesterday from Wish?
She did 8.
Wish did 8 yesterday? Are you sure about that?
She did 2 down there and 2 up.
Oh, okay. I'm glad Alex can remember the horns. I can't remember what I had for breakfast today. Yeah, the winds are they're not the winds aren't terrible today, but they've definitely picked up. Yes, they did do a couple Star Wars horns. What is it? Last year, I think it was the Star Wars Day sailing for Fantasy. She did the Imperial March, and after the video that I posted online, somebody had like messaged me and they're like, that was the first time they've done that specific horn in like 6 years or something like that. I was like, what? Mardi Gras does look kind of good with this like dramatic lighting at the moment. Kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know why they would be so reluctant to sound the horns. Oh, you see all that sand kicking up back there? This is kind of a cool angle of Mardi Gras. Yep, there's the wind. There it is. So my plan is if things go south and the weather gets really bad, I'm gonna throw everything into my passenger seat and we're gonna turn the car around and we're gonna try to film from inside the car. Is that gonna work? We'll find out. But we're gonna give it a shot. Doing circle waves like I try to, yeah, as long as I know where you guys are at, I will always try to zoom into you. Ooh, wow. The wind's really picked up. Oof. Yeah, I see that sheet of rain. That's not good. We are technically in a tornado watch right now, actually. Fun fact of the day. We are in a tornado watch actually at the moment. I don't think we're gonna get one, but it is crazy. I'm gonna lose my hat. We're on the edge, yeah. Celebrity edge, question mark? Nope. We're doing circle waves with a beach towel that represents hometown feet. Oh, awesome. Very cool. Awesome. Very cool. Sports with Charles, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Whew. Oh, that hurt, actually. That gust of wind was... That gust of wind was full of sand. I literally have to hold on to the tripod right now. All right, bear with me one moment, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. We're gonna have to straighten this out here in a second. Okay, I think we're okay. For now. Jerry, hello Jerry. What time is American Pioneer? Probably not. We're gonna be in the yeah, really. The yellow brick road is what I'm taking home today. Whew, I got intense there for a second. I literally just got like a face full of sand. Yeah, at least it blew away the love bugs. That's all that matters, right? They're still all over the front of my car.
I screenshot it with a picture of you.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice to meet you. Alrighty. Alrighty. Zoom in just a little bit more for you guys. I'm gonna have to readjust the tripod here in a minute. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to relook at the radar as well. Just make sure it's not gonna send me up into orbit with this wind or something. The bird to play. It's Brandon in his car and the camera's set up. Yeah, if you see a tripod flying or floating out in the channel here in Port Canaveral tomorrow, it's probably mine. I see that sand kicking up again. Uh-oh. The lighting is kind of cool. It's got like the little I don't know, dramatic little background to it, like kind of not low light, but definitely darker. It's only long enough to catch the victory sail away. We're good. Exactly. That's what you are absolutely right. Wide band of rain coming from the west coast, going straight across. Yeah, that's gonna hit here probably around 5:30 to 6 o'clock, which is around Oasis leaving, which is not gonna be ideal. So hopefully it kind of, I'm gonna reevaluate and look at the radar here in a minute, but yeah. Because part of me doesn't want to drive through that, but at the same time I don't want to be out here for that, so I got to figure out the lesser of two evils. Stay idle in the car. Well, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like move the whole setup inside the car because it cannot get wet. You know, for somebody that streams outdoors, you think I'd have a waterproof setup or a water resistant setup? No, sir. You know, that probably should have been what I looked into, is a water resistant setup for all of this. The Starlink dish is water resistant, the camera's not, the computer's definitely not. Woo! Two storm fronts pushing it literally across Central Florida. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's what I've had a Target bag in here one time and it didn't work out too well, but I definitely thought about getting like a bag. I think it's because the ports are exposed, like for the, you know, for all the cables and stuff like that. That's probably why it's not waterproof. Maybe I'll just get like a little thing for, like a little 3D printed thing, just like kind of plug the back. It blew him out this, yeah. Yeah, he took off. Him and the grandma packed it and left. Bentley Ray, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. This is crazy. This is crazy. Jetty Park, yeah, Jetty Park definitely cleared out. Oh, I did, yes. My tripod's gonna be floating in the middle of the channel in a minute. Hey. Head to the restaurant closer to Oasis. Actually, that would be kind of cool. I think they might kick me out though for streaming on there and inside of the restaurant. But that would be kind of cool though. Look at all the sand getting kicked up. Yeah, this wind's gonna sweep me out to sea. I think Chase lost some of a chair or two. Oh. Disney move? No, Disney's not moving yet. She'll be probably 15 minutes. Sorry for the wind. It's getting rough. Yeah, it'll be an easy push off the dock for Treasure for sure. You know, it's funny because I've never really been a big fan of Oasis having the double bridge, but I thought Allure looks a lot better, and there's literally no difference between the two. Harmony got it too, and the big letters. If anybody didn't know, Harmony of the Seas got the big letters for her dry dock. Pretty crazy. They must be doing that with a lot of the ships going into the new, into the dry dock this year, is those big letters. Pretty sweet. Suzanne, doing good. A little windy, but we're doing good. We're hanging in there. Bentley Ray, hello. She's gonna, yeah, the wind is literally blowing straight out to sea. It's gonna get such a good push out. She's gonna be flying out of here. Yeah, I can send you a DM of that. Liberty will get it? That's crazy. I would love to see that. That's kind of cool. I'm glad I didn't put the Starlink on top of the car. My roof would be destroyed. Ah. You've only missed 2 ships so far. The Carnival Vista and the Mardi Gras have both set sail. We've got the Disney Treasure leaving in about 15 minutes. And then around 6 p.m. this afternoon, we're going to have Oasis of the Seas. Looks like we may have a small little break due to weather, but we'll see how that all turns out. Luckily, Disney's being pushed off of the dock, which is good for them. That'll help them at least. If they're getting pushed into the dock, that'd be a different story. That'd be tougher for them. We'll see. Yeah, Disney normally doesn't push off until right at time. Happened to Mike's Universe? I actually don't know. I remember it was around the time that I started streaming here that he stopped. Kind of crazy. It used to be me, him, and Chase for the longest time, and then he just kind of disappeared. Yeah, white caps inside the channel. That's when you know it's really windy. So you can only imagine how bad it's going to be out to sea. I did not. Oh, oops. But yeah, I don't know what happened to him. I never really got the chance to meet him or anything either. But I almost never see him out here anymore. April 3rd to 7th on Utopia. Nice. That's awesome. Very cool. We always love a run too, especially on Utopia. Caleb Tim, hello. Whew. It is very windy. Time is Disney. Should be about 15 minutes. World Atlantic's coming along. Bow was delivered yesterday. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, she's probably pretty well along. I mean, her float out, I would assume, is probably later on this year. Probably fall, if I had to guess. I guess whenever World Asia goes into sea trials, I'm assuming. Portside and loft suite. Dang, that's cool. That is really cool. I've always wanted to have a loft suite. World Atlantic float out. I saw that. Redact your message. But yeah, I'm assuming it's probably going to be later on this year. Carnival Legend going into dry dock this morning. Ooh, nice, cool. Oh, but World 6. How many world-class ships are we going to end up in the Caribbean? In the Caribbean, I would say probably 3, 4, 3. 3's conservative, but optimistically 4. Out of the 8. I think World Asia will eventually actually go over to Asia. World 5, I am anticipating going to Europe. World 6, I could imagine, comes into Miami, perhaps. Maybe World America moves somewhere else. But then 7 and 8, who knows what they'll do with one of those two. At least 2. There you go. Uh-oh. I just got an alert saying rain starting in 15 minutes in your area. Uh-oh. That's not good. Someone in Galveston to be gone. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they move World America over to Galveston and replace it with World 6. That would be my best guess. Looking at the weather maps, it's not looking good coming. Yeah, that's... Oh yeah, let's take a look at the radar, see how much it's... Because it's a nasty one that's heading across the state right now. We are in a tornado watch, technically. Technically, we are in a tornado watch, which is not good. Yeah, it looks like just after 5, it's gonna get really bad. And it's gonna hold until probably 6:30, 7 o'clock. Forgive me, but we'll evaluate when it gets time, but forgive me if we skip Oasis today, as much as I want to see it. I don't know if it's worth standing out in a severe thunderstorm. We'll evaluate when we get there, though. We should get Treasure in a couple minutes, but once Treasure is coming by, that's when it's supposed to hit the hardest. Or right as it's coming by, it should be hitting the hardest, which is... So hopefully they get out just a little early today. Very interesting with all those world-class deployments. I'm kind of surprised that they would send a new one over to Galveston. I think so too. I think they'll want a 3rd ship here eventually. I thought they were at one point, but Seashore ended up moving down to 6 and 8s. 2 in Miami will be awesome. They designed that terminal to hold 2 at a time too, of the world class at least. Yeah, I would assume they probably once they start picking up a little bit more in popularity as well, I think we'll start getting more MSC ships here. I had heard they had at least wanted a 3rd ship here, potentially a 4th, but most likely 3 eventually. Interesting. I kind of figure it's about, I mean, by the time you get to World 6, I feel like it's going to be about the time to kind of put a new ship over that way anyways. You're back in Miami. Did I say Miami? I meant, yeah, Canaveral. Yeah, in Canaveral. They probably want a 3rd ship here, and maybe even a 4th. But we'll see how that goes. Thunderstorms beginning at 4:56. Oh boy. No, nothing out of New York City. That is kind of interesting that I don't know if they have plans to go back there or not, actually. Better get in the car while I know. I'm really debating on it. It's so much stuff to move around, but I might go ahead and do it just in case. Yeah, that would be around the same time, 2030. That would be around the same time as the new era NCL ships coming out. It'll be interesting. It will be interesting. Mine's going in on treasure. Oh, thank God. Tell them to pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. You'd have to, yeah. Yeah, we'll see what we got to do with Oasis. We'll see how bad it gets. Part of me is like, well, if I'm already here, and I probably don't want to drive through that, but at the same time, I definitely don't want to be out in the open for that. So we'll see. We'll evaluate the situation as it unfolds. Also got to consider that the entrance to this place floods, and I've got a very low car. It's very, very windy. Sounds windy because it is windy. Exactly. Last lines are going in. Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, hopefully she gets out of here quick. We'll see kind of what it's like as she comes by. But yeah, the hardest part of the storm is going to hit right after she comes by. Jeff, oh my God, 40. That's great. That's great. Thank you so much. Thank you for the hazard pay. That's amazing. Thank you so much. That really comes in clutch. Thank you so much. Thank you for the hazard pay. I like that. Whew. I'm getting a couple drops. Let's see. I'm just debating getting it all into the car. I have no problem streaming from inside the car. It's just a lot to move, and I want to make sure I give myself ample time. Where is Disney Treasure? She is down on the right-hand side of the camera here. I've got both her and Oasis in the frame here. Treasure's on the move. Is she? Oh, I think she is. Let's go ahead and zoom in on her. Mike, hello. Alrighty. Disney Treasure underway here from Port Canaveral. Shocking how popular Bellissima is in Asia. I know, right? I'm kind of surprised they weren't gonna send World Asia directly over there to at least pair up with Bellissima or replace it. Because Bellissima does very, very good. Honestly, I would go over there. If I were gonna go on the Japan cruise that I want to go on, I'd probably do Bellissima. My goal is I want to go to Japan for like 2, possibly 3 weeks, depending on how much time I got. I would do probably a week on a cruise, go around the island, and then do like another week, week and a half, or like actually like normal traveling type of thing. Gary B, what's going on? Oh, my voice cracked there. Gary B, what's up? Yeah, random ACL ship here today. I think it's here tomorrow too. I like barely even knew it was there. Like somebody was like, "Oh, it's at Terminal 10." I'm like, "There is nothing over there." And I zoomed in. I'm like, "Oh, there is something over there." Any mods here? You know what? I don't have any mods at the moment. Okay. I typically don't like when people ask to be mod, but let's see. Let me see, I may pick one person from the audience that is here regularly to be a moderator. It is definitely smaller than the terminal. Yeah, let's check this out. Look at that thing. That's the ship. The gangway is taller than it. I'll happily do it. Let's see. Mini Carnival tail. That, oh, look at that shelf. Oh, I can't really see it. That is a giant shelf cloud right there. And that is the nasty one coming in. Yeah, I don't even notice it's there. Somebody had to point it out. I saw it on the schedule. I'm like, okay, maybe it's just not here today. And no, it's here. I didn't even see it coming in either. Kind of Victory Storm. Honestly, that I guess Victory Casino's here. The SS Rust Bucket is here today. That's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I have a couple moderators here on the channel, but they're like never here. It's so great mods. But yeah, if you want to be mod, I'll make you mod. Rust Bucket, blasphemy. Man. All right, Treasure Your Destiny and Caleb Tim, you can both be moderators just because we don't have any moderators at the moment. You both are pretty regularly here, so I'll make you both moderators. The Chum Bucket, yes, I love it. The Chum Bucket. Here to see the Dream off to Europe. We'll be sailing on her June 17 from oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Brilliant. Yes, we got a couple blue names in the chat now. For those who are just now tuning in, be sure to leave a like down below if you guys have not already. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying the stream and lets YouTube know to recommend the stream out to more people as well. And I appreciate you guys sticking out here with me today. Well, it was a nice, pretty afternoon. Of course, the weather conditions have deteriorated quite a bit, but nonetheless, we're enjoying it, having a great time out here. And of course, if you're just tuning in for the very first time, we will be doing these live streams every single weekend, all the time here in Port Canaveral. We're actually going to do one in Tampa on Monday. And so yeah, stay tuned. Don't miss out on any future live streams. We do these sail away streams all the time. You'll say 4? Okay. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and put our guesses in the chat. How many horns are we going to get from Treasure today? Risking his life. A professional simulator. Oh, I saw something about that. That's like is that like an Xbox game? Or is it on Steam, I'm assuming? 0. I'm gonna say 0 as well, Jeff. I'm gonna agree with you there just because of the weather conditions. I don't think the horns are the priorities today. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I might agree with you on 0 just due to the weather. 3, 4, 4, 3. So those are good guesses. If they're gonna do horns, I would say 3 to 4. 5 or 0. Yeah, exactly. It's on Steam. Don't know about. Oh, okay. I have to look into that. I did see something like a trailer or something like that for it. I wonder like what kind of ships they'll have in there. Wait, is there a different? Do you have 2 different channels, Caleb? All I want is Forza Horizon 6 on the Nintendo Switch 2. I know that's an Xbox game. Microsoft's putting games on Switch 2 though. I want Forza Horizon on Switch. I don't want to have to buy an Xbox or upgrade I really don't want to upgrade my PC because it is not going to work with Horizon 6. Graphics are just a little too high. Channel for video. Oh, okay. Whichever one you use more often. I don't have like a huge list of moderators, but yeah. Horizon in Japan is gonna be. I know. I'm so hyped for the little key trucks. I want to drift a Honda Acti through the togeys. Most detailed Freedom. Okay, I did see that one. Yeah. Yeah, Forza Horizon's sick. They got the new FL5 Civic Type R's. They got. I think the Integra Type S is, I'm a huge Honda guy if you guys haven't noticed, but they've got the new Civic Type R's, Integras, all that. The new GR GT from Toyota looks sick. What else do they have? I like that they have like the Daikoku car meets as well in the middle of Tokyo. Use this channel, okay. Gave your car the AMG GTR. Oh my God, did you guys see what is it? I think it's the AMG GT3 from Mercedes. It had the anime wrap on it. Hilarious. It was the coolest thing ever. Dimitri, hello. I am not wet, not yet. Now my moderator's here. I was just saying my moderator's never here in the chat, so I got new ones. Hello from Buffalo, New York. Temp is 42. They are coming out. They're coming out right now. The Disney Treasure is setting sail right now. We got Oasis of the Seas here just to the left. She'll be leaving around 6 p.m. Ripped. I know we were just saying ripped to those flying Spirit today. Hope nobody had a Spirit flight earlier. Go bit. Four cold but fun years in Buffalo. It might be time to get into the car. Let's see. If it stays light like this, we might be okay. Yes, well, we'll try to stay safe. Luckily, the weather's not terrible yet, but it's definitely going to get pretty brutal here once the treasure comes out. We're going to get a really, really strong patch. So we'll see. We get some wings. Actually, that's where we're going on Monday. Is a place. There's a Duff's near the Tampa airport. I think we're getting that. I think we're getting that for lunch on Monday. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, this is the good setup, not the iPad. I forgot the mount for the iPad, or I would have switched it over already. Treasure. Oh my gosh! Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Welcome. Now you get to see the Luna vlogs early. Welcome to the Cruising is Life crew. He's a platinum member. And unlike Carnival, you get to keep your platinum membership beyond July. Unlike Carnival, you get to keep your platinum memberships. Treasure does have her lights on. That's awesome. Shade, yes. Savage. It's part of the hazard pay for today. Oh, we almost got 200 people here watching. That's awesome. Welcome, everybody. And be sure to leave a like on the stream. Lets me know you guys are enjoying it. And again, we should be back again tomorrow. I think the weather should be better tomorrow. Oh my God, a manatee! Look at this. Wait, there's just a manatee. It just popped up. Okay, we're gonna be throwing on a rain jacket here. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna try to get this on if I can. There we go, rain jacket's on at least. Okay. Sorry if the microphone's a little muffled. Three toots coming, got you. Three toots coming. Oh my gosh. Chase is having a hard time with that umbrella over there. Oop. That umbrella was inside out. Time to get wet, yeah. I'm gonna throw my towel in the car so I don't get my seats wet. Last thing I want is these pretty bucket seats getting damaged. This car's been thrown off this week. I've got the trunk covering up the screen here just to protect it, so. Mary Poppins. What kind of car do I have? I have a 2025 Civic Si. The Honda technician burned my clutch out earlier this week doing an oil change, and he nearly blew the motor. This is why I literally sold an SUV to get this. Yes, that was Chase just a second ago. But yeah. Yeah. That was a fun conversation with the service director, though. Your tech burned out my clutch, sir. Okay, there we go. Where's my... Now, if they could have just gotten a few seconds out earlier, we're gonna have to really just scramble and get everything in the car super fast. The brand bot. Nah, they were quick to resolve the issue. They like refunded all my stuff, and they basically told me if my clutch goes out, then they'll replace it. But yeah, they roasted the crap out of it though, and they nearly blew the motor. Got it all on dash cam. It was fantastic. I sent the service director a video of what this tech was doing, and his jaw hit the floor. All right, here comes Disney Treasure. It's gonna be a rough ride out to sea tonight. What's good? How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome everybody that's just joining in. We've got a little bit of rain on the screen there. We're good. All right, here she comes. You know what? I hear the announcement. They may actually give us horns today. Go. And the tripod was straight when I started the stream, at least. Okay. The rain seems to have stopped momentarily, so I think we're in good shape. Oh, I think I hear you. I feel the rain coming back. Famous last words. Over 200 watching. I love to see it. Thank you so much, everybody. Welcome in. Be sure to leave a like on the stream. Lets me know that you guys are having a good time this afternoon. I know the weather conditions aren't great, but I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. And subscribe if you're new. You haven't been here before. We do this all the time here in Port Canaveral. Sorry if my thing is muffled. I just put my rain jacket on. But yes, we do this all the time. We're going to be back here again tomorrow. We're going to be in Tampa on Monday, so definitely hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out on any future live streams that we do here on this channel. We do this all the time. Alrighty. That pilot's gonna earn his dollars out there today. He absolutely will. Awesome watching live from the other side of the pond. That is cool. I love having all the European people here. It's cool. We are Mr. Worldwide. There's a guy out on a jet ski right now in the middle of the channel. What the heck? Treasure your destiny. All right, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Is Chase leaving? I know. I can't decide if I want to end it here and drive through the storm, or if I want to just like sit out the storm and just stream from inside the car. But yes, for those who are coming in from Chase's stream, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Welcome to the channel. Second contract, nice. Very cool, that's awesome. Yeah, check out this guy. Dude's on a jet ski. In these conditions, good luck. Okay. Usually here, but peruse from a distance. I appreciate you perusing from a distance, Dimitri. I think I will play it safe and start moving everything, so just bear with me for a few moments. We're gonna give it a second still, but bear with me because I will be moving the entire setup inside the car momentarily. So actually, you know what, the rain's picking up. Rain's picking up, so let's go ahead and do that now, actually. God forbid something happens. So say goodbye to the Disney treasure and hello to the inside of my Honda Civic. Alrighty, into the car we go. Say hello. This is that's the setup. Okay, so up onto the dash. Oh, shoot. It's probably gonna cut a little bit as I move the Starlink around as well, but bear with me. So, let's get all this tossed indoors. Actually, that went a lot smoother than I thought. Again, bear with me. I'll be in the car, I'm gonna turn it around and we'll get it going. Just gotta get my tripod thrown inside the car. Oh. Have a good one. The good news is Oasis is confirmed for 6 o'clock. Yes, we will stay for Oasis. Just give me a second. We're gonna get this car turned around. That way we can face outwards and see the ships. It's just now that the rain's picking up, my setup here is not waterproof. It probably should be, but it's not. Okay. Oh my God, there's a love bug in here. All right. All righty. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun backing this out of here. Up a hill. Okay. Okay. Not gonna be the best view in the world, so I apologize, but here we go. Let's see if I can look at the computer. All right, let's go ahead and turn it. There's Oasis. Okay, actually that's good. There we go. Good. Coop, what's going on? Why is it showing sky? I was moving everything around. It's starting to rain, so I was just moving all the cameras inside the car. But we're now in position, so we are okay, and we are in a good spot. Yes, that was Chase that drove by. Drive us all around the port. Honestly, no, I was like, maybe I could, but the only really good place would be right there where it is, but I would be inside of a restaurant. I don't think they would appreciate that. Leaving at 5:30? Awesome. That would be great, actually. That would get us out of here before the storm catches up. Let's get this. Bear with me with all the shuffling around. There goes my rain jacket. We're good to go. Cool. We're nice and dry today, ladies and gentlemen. Nice and dry. Looks okay from inside. Love to hear it. So that gives me hope for the next time this happens, or if the weather actually does really go south one day. That wasn't too difficult. It'll just be a little difficult as the ship comes by, because then we'll be looking out, but then of course there's the pillar in the way, but worry about that when we get there. I know I was gonna say the Starlink, well, I say that as it cuts out, but the Starlink has actually been doing quite well today. especially for a cloudy day. Usually the cloudy days, it'll act up a little. But I appreciate you all of you guys hanging out today. Let's double check the radar. Let's see how close this storm really is. You guys can see all the, I guess, all the love bugs on my windshield probably. Actually, no. Good. Here, for a reference, this is what, let's see, oh, it's zoomed in. Where's the remote? Oh, it's right here. This is what we're looking at right now. That's heading our way. Great. Perfect. All right. Very good. I'm just going to have to clean up the dashboard a little bit. I got a little dirt on there from the Starlink. That's okay. Nope. Moved it just a little bit. There we go. Perfect. No problem seeing. Perfect. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. When's everybody's next cruise? Since we're hanging out here for the next probably 30 minutes or so, waiting on Oasis through the rain. When's everybody's next cruise? I think we got some people that are heading on something soon. Am I right? February, ship to shore. What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. February should be fun sailing the World America. Oh yeah. Next one for me is in 2 weeks. A little under 2 weeks now. It is the MSC Seaside. Interested to try that one out. November, very nice. 2 weeks to make. That's crazy. May 15th, Venezia to New York City. Awesome. I'm leaving on the 15th as well. I'm just going to be on MSC Seaside. Different ships. But that's cool. Love Oasis. Cross the Atlantic on it. Oh, that's really cool. That's very cool. May 24, transatlantic. 189 more days until you're back-to-back on board Seashore. Nice. Just got back from Hawaii on Pride of America. Nice. That's really cool. How was that? I hear so many mixed reviews on it because of the American staff. Doesn't typically get the best reviews compared to the normal staff that you would find on other ships. So I'm kind of curious on how that went. Seashore on the 14th. Nice. Good to see you, Jay Cruises. What's going on? No, I don't think Oasis is left just yet. Zach Hampel. We are going to be Zach Hampel at the Rays game on Tuesday. It's going to be a good time. 96-inch TV. That's awesome. That's crazy. NCL should do a huge revamp of Pride of America for the 250. Oh, actually, for the 250, yeah, that would be pretty cool. I don't know what they could do with it, or maybe they'll just do like some sort of like special theming for it for the entire year. But I agree, that would be really neat. I keep forgetting that that's this year. We were actually going to do Carnival Celebration for the 250 celebration, or I guess the 250th anniversary celebration with the big fleet meetup, but we decided to go on. We ended up moving that, or no, we canceled that one due to, I think a couple people in the group just weren't able to go. So we ended up canceling that, but we ended up using a pre-existing deposit on Norwegian, and we went on the Luna instead, which in hindsight, glad we did that because the Luna ended up being one of my favorite ships of all time so far. Looking to go back to the Caribbean? Nice. Yeah, the Caribbean's fantastic. The ship is sideways. Yeah, I'm kind of just at the mercy of the angle of the ground where I'm at and where the car is parked. But yeah, it is a little on the crooked side. Be on the Disney Treasure on July 11th. Very nice. Awesome. Hope you have a great time. $10 minutes. 10 more minutes. Shy of a month till you head back to Canaveral. Very nice. Cool. That'll be nice. When are you coming back down again? I've always wanted to try Alaska. It seems so neat. I think I would try NCL on the Breakaway Plus ships, one of those. I think it'd be really cool to try one of the Breakaway Plus ships out of there. Just found the channel. Welcome. Glad to have you here. We do this all the time here on this channel. We do these live streams. Typically, we're standing outside the car and we have a little bit better of a view, but due to the weather conditions deteriorating here momentarily, we we are seeking shelter inside our vehicle. But glad to have you here. Not Quantum Class. Honestly, I think the Breakaway Plus ships are just really, really good, and I think they're perfect for that market. The Quantum Class would be cool too. I really want to try the Quantum Class, but I think for Alaska, I would probably try the Breakaway Plus. I just think they're really good ships, and I think they're perfect for that market. Two more times since December. Very nice. Yes, you did miss Disney. If you want, you can rewind it just a little bit. She just left probably 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. No movement yet from Oasis. Hello, hello. Sailed to Alaska twice. Very nice. Yeah, my parents did Anthem of the Seas to Alaska last year. That was their first time to Alaska, and they loved it. So after that, I'm pretty much full set. I did the Panama Canal on Bliss. I was on the inaugural Bliss Panama Canal Transit. That was really cool to try. The wind was crazy. Yeah, it nearly blew over. I had to hold on to the camera for a while. We just added 2 more moderators earlier today, unfortunately. I don't need any. I'm not looking to add any more moderators at the time, but possibly in the future I'll keep you in mind. Bliss to Alaska in 22, and Carnival Spirit in 24. Oh wow. Yeah, I think Bliss was specifically made for Alaska, which is even cooler. But Bliss was a fantastic ship. That is still one of my favorites as well. For as many Norwegians as I've been on over the last, 5 to 10 years, which isn't a lot. I've a couple of them, but isn't a lot in comparison to all the others. I really wish I would have been doing more Norwegians this whole time because their ships are fantastic, and most of the ships that I've been on from them rank among my top 5 to top 10. Leaving so early. She came in really early. I'm not sure as to why. She was originally supposed to come in at 1 p.m. and stay till 8 p.m., but instead she showed up at 8 p.m. and stayed until 6 p.m. So I guess they got a little bit more time. It's still raining just a little bit. I'm not sure if the camera's really picking up any of the rain on the windshield, but it's still raining. Just want to make sure all the stuff is protected and it doesn't get too wet. Jetty with the super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, buddy. I'll see you at the stream. Yeah, I'll tune in for a few minutes later on. I got a good bit of editing to do and all that, but I'll try to tune in for a couple minutes. Come check it out. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Next year's Carnival Panorama. Ooh, that was cool. I would like to do the Mexican Riviera again. I kind of did it when I was on Bliss, finishing up that Panama Canal cruise, technically. It went to Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan. But I think an actual Mexican Riviera cruise would be really cool to do. The Quantum class ships, those 4 nights, 3 to 4 night cruises on the Quantum class that the Royal offers on out of LA, fantastic. Very, very cheap. What editor do I use? I use Final Cut Pro on the Mac. It's a Mac exclusive software, so if you have one, I definitely recommend it. It's expensive, but it's a one-time fee, unless they've changed that. But I think I paid. Actually, you're younger, so you probably get a student discount. But I think the student discount for Final Cut is like $200, which is a lot, but you pay it one time. Whereas similar editing softwares like Adobe are going to be $100 every year. So it definitely is good long term. 2 minutes? All right, perfect. I would like to try Princess, actually. I'd like their new ships are actually very intriguing to me. I've never really been interested in Princess in the past. Not really my demographic, I would say. I'm usually looking for the mega ships, the big ones. A lot of things going on. That's the complete opposite of Princess, although they've got a couple new big ships now too. But overall, it's kind of like the opposite of my demographic. I'm usually looking for something that's always going on, a lot of activities, a lot of nightlife, which is not necessarily Princess. But I want to try them because their new ships look fantastic. I'd like to try either Sun or Star Princess, or maybe Sky. Although Caribbean Princess had actually the 4th of July sailing on Caribbean Princess. I don't know if it's the Princess price or if it's my travel agency's price, but it's like $500 for an entire week during 4th of July week. Insane. Let me just double check the radar here. I actually don't think it's raining anymore. It's not raining anymore. There's a small window of it clearing up. It's like right at 6, it's going to start raining again. So if she doesn't leave between now and 6 o'clock, then we're going to get some more rain. Well, Miss Norwegian Sky, that actually, that was my first Norwegian ship too, actually. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer. My travel agency that I've partnered with, they've got a good connection with Norwegian, and I actually had asked, and they're going to try to see next time, or not next time, but if Sky makes an appearance in Miami at all before she leaves, I think we're going to get a tour of it. That would be really cool to see it. Because actually, I got a tour of Carnival Victory right before she had her big revamp to become Radiance. So that was really cool to see it right before it went. And then, of course, it'd be cool to see the Sky right before it gets sold off as well. Please don't ask to be mod. I selected a few mods today. I don't need any more at the moment, but I appreciate the interest, but at the moment I'm not looking for any new mods. I'm gonna roll the windows down actually while it's not. That way we get a little bit of fresh air. We're going to keep it inside the car, though, because I think we still are going to get a little bit of rain soon. Yeah, once Oasis starts pushing, if it's still not raining by the time Oasis starts pushing, we'll get the tripod back out and we'll hook everything back up. I'll just run all the cables outside of the window or something. That way it still stays semi-easy and quick. It was getting a little stuffy inside the stream, I agree. It was definitely getting a little stuffy. Not leaving yet. Yeah, it seemed she's scheduled for 6. All aboard time was 5:30, so we shall see. We've got the radio on standby as well to see if, usually the pilots will say when they're leaving or at least dropping lines. Yeah, the wind is still pretty brutal. A little too much time. Oh, brutal. Those crunch wrap supremes just go through you, man. Family nephew was a captain of Oasis. Really? That's really cool. That's awesome. I've seen, there's a girl on TikTok. her dad is the captain of Independence. Might try to slide in her DMs. But that's pretty cool, though. Yeah, it's great because I come out here so often. Like, I couldn't imagine going more than like, a week or two without being out here, honestly. Like, of course, it's much harder because you're out of state and all that. But yeah, like, even when I was on Luna and, I didn't ship spot that weekend because I was on the cruise. And then that Saturday when I got back, I wasn't there because I was still traveling home. It was crazy, going like more than a week, basically like, missed several ship spotting days. It was crazy. We are going to grab. Oh, that sucks. I forgot to close my zipper in my backpack. For clarification. And all my batteries spilled. You see movement on the bridge? Very good. Perfect. Love to hear that. My batteries are all over my backseat right now. Not good. Cruising Chris, hello. What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Ow. Yeah, it looks like the weather might actually hold out, which is good. If that's the case, we'll get the tripod back out. We'll head back outside. That would actually be fantastic if we could get some good footage of Oasis. It's kind of bummed that we had to get inside the car. Now it's just I don't want to move out and then back in just in case. We're on Oasis in 24. Very nice. When I said when I say I left it unzipped, you really gotta be specific about what you say next. You really gotta be specific. Out of Miami, nice. Yeah, I sailed on Oasis in 24 out of Port Everglades. It was a quick little 3-night. Yeah, typically I'll ask for mods. Like today was a different scenario where it was, okay, like yeah, maybe I could go for maybe 1 or 2 new mods, and I just kind of picked 2 that were here and that are here pretty frequently. But yeah, I typically don't. Usually if you ask, it does lower your chances. But again, if I need more moderators in the future, I'll keep you in mind. Moderators don't get paid either, so there's really no benefit. You just get the cool blue name tag, but there's not really any benefit to being a moderator unless you just like to time people out. Leaving, awesome. If that's the case, let's check the radar. Just to be sure. Yeah, it's almost like there's a little horseshoe almost. I don't know. It's close. The rain's gonna pick back up almost as soon as it starts leaving. She's stuck in the basement. You know what? Yeah, let's get the tripod back out. Why don't we? On the starboard bridge wing. Let's check the port webcam because they actually are on the backside and zoomed into the lines. I still see it's tied up. Sorry. That creeped up on me. Right, exactly. Yeah, we appreciate all the moderators here. All you moderators are fantastic. Thank you guys for all your work. And of course, big thank you to the members as well for being here. You guys are amazing. Thank you all for the support. Let's go ahead and grab the... We'll grab the tripod and we'll set back up outside, and we're just gonna kind of keep it as like a... We're gonna keep it set up as if we can just toss the camera right back inside if necessary. Let's do that. Bonk. Okay. Oh, why did I lower this thing? It's hard to get out of. There we go. Oh, it got cold. Still love bugs on this thing. Okay. Let's get this set up. Come on out. We're just gonna keep it really close to the car. Perfect. All right, we'll catch up on the chat here in a second once I get this all tightened up. That looks straight to me. Alrighty. Cool. We are good to go. Sound if I ever heard one. Yeah, that was the car. It was beep 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 beep. It does that whenever first. I don't know why it does that actually, because my keys aren't in the car, so I must just be like, hey, lock it. There we go. You had frost on your window this morning? Oh my gosh. I don't know, the temperature definitely dropped. I was sweating when I got here, and now I'm like, kind of like, oh, okay. Temperature dropped to, there's no way. There is no way it's 83 out right now. I call BS. 33. I don't know, you know how like it just gets like a little chilly after a nice rain? That's what it feels like right now. Happy May. There we go. That's the downside of leaving the window open, is all these bugs. It's just rain. I'm surprised they're even out. Radiance Model 5. Oh, thank God. Yes, I'm so hyped for that. Yes, I only need Rhapsody. Coop, are you going on Rhapsody anytime soon, or do you want to? That's the only royal ship I don't have a model for. Honestly, I know like the Rhapsody isn't the most exciting thing in the world, but I feel like it would be really cool to like make that a point to go on the ship, to be like, this is the last one I need to have the entire Royal Caribbean fleet, and just to go on it. Next cruise, it is in 2 weeks on the MSC Seaside. I also just paid my balance on Harmony the other day. She's a tough, I know. Yeah, same here. Seaside, yes, that is from Miami. We leave the 15th, so just a little bit under 2 weeks now. Oasis should be moving any minute now. Scheduled for 6, but could be earlier since the all aboard time was 5:30. Yeah. We'll probably get I think we're gonna get one of the dining packages though, for Seaside. Might as well. I think we're gonna try to get 2, perhaps maybe even 3 nights of the specialty dining, just because I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of the free food on MSC. So I might do all 3 nights, but at least 2 nights probably. Yeah, very much looking forward to it. It's been a it's been a crummy 2 weeks, so I'm very much looking forward to a cruise. I don't think we're gonna get any horns, to be honest, but we'll see. I'd hope so. That'd be nice. Really liked Ola Tacos and the steakhouse on Seashore. I'm sure Seaside would probably. Yeah, I always liked the steakhouse on MSC is fantastic. I think Cagney's is the best, but Butcher's Cut is like right there next to it though. It's extremely good. I haven't tried Ola yet though. On all of my MSC cruises, I have not tried Ola yet. I typically would do Butcher's Cut and Kaito. Those are usually my two go-tos, and then we'll usually do the free food or the free dinner at the main dining room the last night. Not a single line dropped. Bummer. Huge bummer. Looks like the rain might hold out in our favor though, so fingers crossed. There's like nobody here anymore. This whole place cleared out on the PTZ cam. Yeah, both of the things are both of the smokestacks are going now. Yeah, it's got to be any minute. Again, she's scheduled for she's scheduled for 6 o'clock, so she should be leaving any minute now. Ways in Canaveral? No, she's actually out of New York, or I guess Bayonne, New Jersey. She's just here as a port stop. She'll do it a couple times on the weekends throughout the summer, but this is the only time she's here on a Saturday. Usually it's a Sunday that she's down here. So pretty cool. They think Cagney's and Butcher's Cut is a top. Yeah, exactly. It's very, very close, which is pretty high regards, for MSC not being, as popular and as well known as all the other big cruise lines. It's pretty high regards to hold that up against Cagney's, because Cagney's is the best of pretty much everybody. Yeah, you definitely have to do a side to side to really figure it out and kind of determine which. I guess I just came from Luna, so, and that Cagney's on that was so good. So we'll have to compare on Seaside to see how Butcher's Cut compares on Seaside. It was amazing on. It was amazing on Grandiosa. It was really good on Seascape last year too. Seascape was about this time last year too, so. That was the first time, because I did Seashore and I only did Kaito. Because I think the first night we did the buffet, second night we did Kaito, and the third night we did Italian night in the main dining room. So that was fun. And then we got norovirus, so that was fun. Think MSC is worth? Absolutely. I don't. So, especially in comparison to Norwegian, I don't think you're going to get nearly as good of an experience. There we go. There's the pilots. I'll hold on the comments.
Roger, yes, pilot. And the last one out this evening, be dropping lines here momentarily.
Yeah, dropping lines in a moment. But yes, back to this. So MSC has a little bit of room for improvement. I think their free food needs a little bit of work. Their service is greatly improved, but I don't think it's the best. But it's still good. But for the value is where it kicks in. The value is amazing. It's very, very cheap. They're usually including a good bit for you. Yeah, you get a good bit included. Usually they'll loop in drinks and Wi-Fi into your cruise fare. The cruise fare is already dirt cheap. Like I was pricing out something for a friend last night. It was drinks and Wi-Fi in a balcony for 4 nights on the seashore. It was like $250 for 4 nights. Insane to think about. Insane. So the prices are absolutely there. The price is there. Is it going to be as good as? I think it's pretty comparable to Carnival. The food on Carnival might be just slightly better, but the specialty meals on MSC are amazing. The specialty meals are fantastic. I usually always make it a point to get the specialty meals when I go on MSC. But Norwegian's going to be the higher price and you're going to get the better service, but for the value, that's where MSC shines, is their value. Because I think they do. Right. The MSC service is not in your face. If you need something, they'll help you. Exactly. And that's the thing, and that's why a lot of people in America don't like it, is because that's how they are here in the US. In Europe, they're more hands off. They're not as in your face. And obviously MSC's a European company, so that makes sense in that regards. I think it's more of the Americans are not used to it, that type of service or that style of service. That's why MSC doesn't get as much of a good review in regards to service. I've never had personally an issue with MSC's service. Actually, the one time, so on Seascape, and this is kind of being honest here, on Seascape, we actually had mold in our bathroom, which was disgusting. But what we did is we as soon as we found it, though, as soon as we saw it, we walked right down to guest services. And before we could even get back to our room, walking from guest services back to our room, there was already somebody in there fixing it, and we had a bottle of champagne. So should the mold have been there? No. But they fixed it so fast, and they gave us free champagne. So my experience as far as service with MSC has been fantastic. I've never had any problems with the service there. They're definitely, as you mentioned, they're definitely not as in your face, but they will definitely take care of you if you ask. I think the room guy just didn't get a chance to really clean the whole room thoroughly is what the issue was, and that's why it was there. But yeah, it was definitely like, oh, weird. Okay, never had that. But again, they fixed it so fast. Like we went straight from guest services up to our room, which was so deck 5, walked up to deck 11 or something like that, and there was already somebody in the room fixing it. So good to know. Finally leaving? All right, love to hear it. Love to hear it. Yeah, it sounds like you guys are dropping lines from what it sounds like from the harbor pilots. Past invoices from the MSC Seashore paid $500 and some for a balcony, drinks, and Wi-Fi. Yeah, exactly. When I sailed on Seashore, so we paid. So we didn't get the drinks and Wi-Fi. That was we opted for that because we were like, oh, maybe we're not going to need it. But honestly, the drinks and the Wi-Fi upgrade is worth it because the Wi-Fi is like $20 a day or something like that. It comes out. It usually is like, okay, well, at that point, if I have like 2 drinks a day, then you break even. But for Seashore, we paid $190 for 3 nights. That's it. I mean, for a 3-night cruise, I don't care what it is. Actually, I don't know if I would do the older Margaritaville ship for $190 for 3 nights, but on the other hand, I would do just about anything for 3 nights for $190 as far as cruise ships. Exactly. Yeah, I think the service is just different. I guess the service is different on MSC, but I think their specialty dining meals are amazing. They're some of the best. We like Brooklyn Cafe Grape. So I actually discovered that the last night of the cruise. I was like, man, there is no coffee shops on this ship. Like, where's like the the equivalent to like Cafe Promenade, where I can grab like my specialty coffee. I'm like, where are these? And then the last night of the cruise, I was unfortunately looking for Gatorade because my girlfriend at the time and I were both sick. But I was like, all right, let me go find some Gatorade. Now that was where I found the Gatorade the last night of the cruise. So if you need Gatorade, go to Brooklyn Cafe. Oh, we love MSC. want to be left alone if we need something. Exactly. And if you're looking for service like that, get the yacht club. In comparison to Royal Caribbean, and it's, you can get yacht club for the same price almost as just going on an icon class, to be honest. So, I mean, yeah, if you want somebody to be on top of you the whole time, as far as service, then like, yeah, get yacht club or something. But, you don't need to have somebody, you know, tailoring to your every need all the time. Is Oasis moving? I can't tell yet. Probably. I bet you it is. Actually, it's probably just starting to push the nose out, possibly. Yeah. I think MSC's fantastic. I don't think they're the best, but I think they're on the right track over the next several years. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with, I think, in comparison to Royal Caribbean. I think they're Royal's top competitor right now. Absolutely. I think Royal still has them beat just because Royal's been around for so much longer. I think they've perfected the trade, but MSC is fantastic, especially for the price. And I think that's what my favorite thing about MSC is that they're a very good trip for a very good value, and you're not gonna break the bank. So, and unfortunately, I think my World America cruise is probably gonna fall through, and I'm not gonna get to go. But we at least have Seaside, and we have World Atlantic, and I think I'm gonna try to see if I can get into World America at some point, though, along the way. So we'll see. You convinced me. Very nice. I'm glad I convinced you. There's some good deals. Not the shameless plug here, but I'm affiliated with a travel agency. There's an affiliate link in there. If you book through them, they actually give me the commission. But go through there. They have some fantastic deals with MSC as well. They'll even let you toggle through and select, if you want the drinks and Wi-Fi, and it'll show you the differences in the price. So their website's pretty intuitive. But yeah, if you want to book something through them, that would be awesome. And they usually get pretty good deals through them. Give us a lounger, some music and drinks. We're good. Exactly. That's all that matters. Just hang out, enjoy the cruise, grab a drink, grab a burger, hang out. Oasis last year out of Fort Lauderdale, Coco, Cabo Rojo, Aruba, and Curacao. That's what my parents just did, actually. They added Cabo Rojo like the last minute, like as they were leaving Fort Lauderdale. They're like, oh, we're going to go to Cabo Rojo, by the way. They said it was really cool. They really enjoyed Oasis. Oasis is on the move. Yay. Hooray. Glad we stayed and glad the weather kind of held out for a little bit. Love Royal, would like to try Celebrity MSC. Yeah, Celebrity is more of the upscale version of Royal. And then MSC is just kind of like, I would say MSC's got the ships. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for as far as like, service-wise, like we've been kind of discussing, and, food and things like that. I think the free food, like the buffet, in my personal opinion, is at least better on Royal, but I mean, it's not terrible or anything like that on MSC, though. But their specialty dining is far better than Royal Caribbean's, in my opinion. She's scooting. She is scooting. Oh, like the bridge cam that you can see online? Yeah, I know there's some websites where you can tune into stuff like that. Oh, I've got to find the remote before that. Uh-oh. Getting better deals on Celebrity with the package. Oh, nice. Uh-oh. I can't find my remote. Give me a second. Where did the remote go? All right, give me a second. I gotta find this thing. Oh, it's right there. That's where the remote for this thing is, like the remote for a TV, and it's always lost in the couch cushion, but there's no couch cushion to actually lose it in. Yeah. I would definitely try the World Class. If it's your first experience with MSC, I would try their World Class, their new World America, or if you're in Europe, the Europa or the World Asia coming out later this year. Or next year, do the World Atlantic. I'm actually on the maiden voyage for that, but yeah, they're great ships. Their new ones are fantastic. She moving. Hopefully, I have my doubts about World America this year, just due to unforeseen circumstances. That I'm not sure if we're gonna get to go on World America, but fingers crossed. I guess we'll find out what happens. We'll see. And I also have Harmony of the Seas literally 3 weeks beforehand. So whoever my new employer ends up being probably won't like that. Captain Jim. Oh, very nice. Very cool. Let's see if we can pop this tripod up just a little bit higher. There you guys. Okay, there we go. That way we're not looking at a bush the entire time. That's a lot better. That is a lot better. Name predictions on Oasis 7. I don't know. I think they might do an old name, like a retro name. Maybe I think Empress would be a really cool fit. Icon 5's name? I mean, I know it leaked out the other day, technically too, but I just don't want to like say it on here for the sake of, I don't want to get in trouble for being the one that's like broadcasting it out a bunch. But it is online somewhere. You just kind of have to look around for it a little bit. So you get PTO. Prepare the others. Yeah, unfortunately, my employer laid me off the other day, which sucked. So that's kind of why World America. I got laid off the day I paid for Harmony. Bastards. But I've already had a couple interviews since then. It's only been a couple days, which is great. It's just kind of trying to find something new. In the meantime, we get to do ship spotting a little bit more often for a few weeks. Legacy of the Seas, I would think would be kind of cool too. I like Idol of the Seas. Idol of the Seas is amazing. I love that name. It's not Icon 5 though, but I think it would be a fantastic name for the Icon class. And Heroes number 4, yes. We are the champion. Yes, Icon 5. We are the champion, my friend. Yeah, I've seen it. I think I found it on Reddit earlier. Because I had a couple of people like reach out to me like, "Hey, like, have you heard this?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I've heard." And they're like, "Oh, it leaked out completely." I'm like, "Oh, that's good." What's with Royal leaking the names of new ships an entire year early? It's funny because I knew about Hero before I even went on Star last year for the maiden voyage. Just in time for Oasis. Very nice, very nice. Good to hear, good to hear. Welcome back. Yeah, I guess PTO is not much of an issue I guess in 2 weeks on Seaside though, which is, I guess is nice. You get to see Gen 1 Oasis back in Canaveral. I know, right? It is kind of cool. Allure was neat too, because she was really original when she was here in Canaveral. So that I've heard that's why they're not using Idol, is because it's too similar. If they docked the two next to each other, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference other than a single letter. Right? No, wait, 2 letters. ICONIDOL. Yeah. So 2 letters. I can't count. Little Blue, hello, welcome back. This is actually sweet. I'm so glad I got to stay. Thank you, Weather, for holding out today. This was great. Sailed from Miami on Oasis. Very nice. She was amazing in Miami. These Oasis-class ships fit in so well in Miami. It's crazy that it took so long for them to start sailing from there, just due to the size restrictions. The dry dock incident, that was literally on April Fool's Day. It could have been the worst timing. Flash my lights as they pass. It's on the other side of the car, but I'll see if I can. Set out of Port Canaveral, Carnival Glory, June 20th. June 20th. Last year, probably. I don't think so. I really like Idol of the Seas. I think it would be fantastic. It would be a fantastic. I think. Yeah, I don't know what they were gonna. So we know 5, sort of unofficially. So that's always subject to change too. They could just completely change it. You know, then it's leaked out. Royal could just basically completely backtrack and change the name, since it's not official yet. But 6 and 7, nobody say it in the chat, but 6 and 7, I have no idea what they could do for the names. I've seen people say Titan of the Seas. I feel like that's way too close to Titanic, unfortunately. But I like the name. I like the idea. Just a little too close to a little sensitive territories there. You know what I mean? Here she comes, Oasis of the Seas. I love Wonder of the Seas. I've been on her twice. Go. I'll catch up in the chat here momentarily as well. Sorry if I've missed anything. There we go. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think actually it looks better on Harmony though. Harmony got it, and also Harmony got the big letters too. You'll see it when it comes out of dry dock here in about a week or so, but Harmony does have the big letters now. Can confirm, I've seen it for myself. And it looks pretty good, actually. It looks really good. Oh, it's on the other side. Let me see. Nope, that's the wipers. Darn it. Yeah, the water line looks a little rough, but overall looks nice, in good shape. Just need to touch up the water line there. It's fantastic seeing her here, though. Yeah, let's go ahead and zoom you guys in to the ship. Here we go. Right there, pondering. Good stuff. Yes, Wonder of the Seas is very nice. I loved Wonder. I actually have a ship tour of it up on my channel. If you go to the playlist section, there's a ship tours playlist, and just scroll down a couple ships and you should see Wonder. And there's a full ship tour. I go from top to bottom, complete walkthrough of the ship. I think it's about maybe 15, somewhere between 15 to 20 minutes long, but it's a great tour. It goes pretty in depth as well, but definitely check it out. Fantastic ship though. I have sailed on it twice. Aquatheaters getting their workout. Yeah, that's cool. I think Utopia had the better shows, but I think they were both great. I think Utopia just has the better ones because it's newer. There we go. I'll have to watch Disney Believe around. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. Looking forward to that one coming. Ooh, somebody's grilling burgers and it smells so good. Have a good one, Caleb. Tim, thanks for hanging out today. I appreciate you being here. Big thank you again to all of our moderators here today, and a big shout out to all of our members as well. Thank you all so much for hanging out today and supporting the channel. And of course, we're going to be right back here again tomorrow afternoon for, I believe, 4 more ships: Star of the Seas, Carnival Venezia, MSC Seashore, and the Norwegian Prima tomorrow afternoon. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to do this again tomorrow afternoon and on Monday as well in the Port of Tampa. So definitely stay tuned. We got lots of streams coming up very, very soon. And of course, Norwegian Luna vlogs are coming out, along with some MSC Seaside content coming in the next couple weeks as well. Utopia is LNG powered, yes. Tina, see you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you today. Thank you. We're gonna keep it going here for a bit because we got a clear view, so we're gonna watch it go around the back, actually. We're gonna see it around the corner. Let the stream go for just a little bit longer today. My treat. But yes, Utopia is the only LNG powered Oasis class so far, and then Oasis 7 will be as well. Alrighty, let's clean up the back seat here. Go. Spend just a little bit more for you guys. We'll keep it going across for a little bit. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Ooh, Artemis 3. What the heck? Okay. Artemis 3 will be cool. When is that? Next year? All right, there we go. Once she starts to disappear out of the frame, we'll end the stream, but thank you guys all again so much for hanging out today. This was fun. We had a great turnout today as well. I think we peaked around a little over 200 people, which was amazing. Glad to have all of you here. And again, be sure to subscribe. Don't miss out on any future live streams. Again, we're going to be back here tomorrow and on Monday in the port of... So here tomorrow, Tampa Monday. And then, of course, we have the Norwegian Luna videos coming out very, very soon. We've got part number 3 coming out soon. Members will get early access to part 4. Likely tomorrow. I say tomorrow, I haven't even started the video, but I'll have it out tomorrow probably for you guys. And then a bunch of ship spotting videos coming as well very, very soon. So a lot of content here for you guys. And of course, if you haven't already, definitely drop a like. Lets me know that you guys enjoyed the video today and the stream today as well. Alrighty, we'll end it here. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone.